Today we are fixing up a cheesy jalapeno chicken dish, and y'all, doesn't that just sound wonderful? I am so excited about it. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and on this channel we just have so much fun in the kitchen and in the garden and just all around our home. And y'all, this is a brand new dish for me. I have never tried this before. I decided that, I wanted to start cooking some low carb recipes because over the holidays, and this is right after Christmas, for those holidays, we had so much fun, but we ate a ton of food. We ate everything, chocolate and goodies. It was wonderful. My brother came in and Nikki, and then my daughter Heather were here. We had a great time, but we ate everything that walked by. And so we have gained a little bit of weight. And so Jay and I decided, come January, we are now going to be eating low carb for a good while to drop a few of those pounds. So hopefully if you're in that situation, this will help you also. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring you up closer so that you can see all the ingredients that we're going to use for our cheesy jalapeno chicken dish. Here are the ingredients that we're going to be using today, and I will put all the measurements for these in the description below the video. First of all, for our chicken, I'm going to be using 4 chicken breasts. Then over here we have got our chicken broth, some heavy whipping cream, some shredded cheese. You can use cheddar if you want. I'm just happen to be using a little bit of this. Actually, I still had some shredded up Mexican blend I'm going to be using. You're going to need 1 small yellow onion. I'm also going to put a little bit of this onion in because this just came out of our garden. I had those left. And then for your jalapenos, I'm going to be using probably about 3 of these. I had just brought these in, you can see from one of our plants. I'm probably going to go with these 3 right here, and then we're going to use some Philadelphia cream cheese. For your spices, you're going to have some cumin, some roasted garlic, some chili powder, some garlic powder. For salt, I like to use this Himalayan salt, and then some coarse ground black pepper. You're going to use a couple of tablespoons of some butter, and then for your oil, you can use olive oil. I'm going to use a little bit of this avocado oil today. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get everything else chopped up, get the onion chopped up, and get everything else measured out. First thing we're going to do is we're going to mix up all of our spices. So I'm going to take, first of all, the cumin, and we're going to do 1 teaspoon of the cumin. For the rest of these, we're going to be using half a teaspoon. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use our chili powder. And we have our garlic powder. Using our Himalayan salt. And y'all, if y'all have never used this, let me show it to you again. If you have never used this Himalayan salt right here, y'all, this is wonderful. And then we're going to use some coarse ground black powder. Once you have all of those in here, we're just going to mix these up. And then we're going to set this aside. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I put some avocado oil in the bottom here of my skillet, and I'm getting ready to heat that up. But y'all, looky here. Let me show you. Right here, I took those chicken breasts and I went ahead and I took all of these spices that we had, and I have rubbed those all over the chicken on one side, and now I'm getting ready to rub them on the other side, and then we're going to place those in our skillet. So now we are putting our chicken in our skillet. Here we go. And we're just going to leave it in here long enough to get browned on both sides. So we're going to leave it in here for just a few minutes. Once we've done that, then we're going to take them back out and set them aside for a few minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and turn these over. And we're just going to go back and forth a couple of times until they're nice and brown on both sides. These have been going for just a couple of minutes on each side. I'm going to let them go a few more minutes because I really want to make sure that the chicken gets brown, not just the seasoning, because some of that brown you see is from the seasoning. So we're just going to go about another couple of minutes on each side. I think we'll be done then. Okay, so I think now we're going to take these out and set them aside. Now remember, they're not fully cooked. We're going to put them back in just a little bit. Now I'm going to put my butter in, And this is just a couple of tablespoons of butter. You know I love butter. Here we go. And we're going to let this butter melt. It's going to melt pretty quick. And then, so I think what I'm going to do as it's melting, I'm going to go ahead actually and dump in our onions. There we go. We got our onions. And we're going to saute these onions along with our jalapenos. Here they go. That is so pretty. Let me try to get all of those out of there. Just a sec. There we go. Just about got all of them out of there. And we're going to saute these until they're nice and soft. It's probably going to take about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5. So I'll see you in a few seconds. I forgot to add something. So as this is sauteing, what I want to do is I want to take this roasted garlic that I have right here, and I'm going to put some of that roasted garlic on. Now you could also use fresh garlic, which I do a lot, but I kind of added that to the recipe that I found. I'm going to put quite a bit in here. Put this all over, but I really like this roasted garlic. I like the little extra taste that it has. So we're just going to put this all over. Let's go ahead and mix it up a minute. Here we go. And then I'm going to put a little bit more on and then let this finish sauteing. So we've been going for about 2 minutes, and we're going to go a few minutes longer. I like these onions to be when I cook with onions, I like them to be really, really super soft in these recipes like this. And y'all, I tasted it already just to see what it tasted like with that roasted garlic, and it tastes really good. So we just got to saute for just a few minutes longer, and I'll be right back. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add in our cream, and it's about 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. So we're going to add that in, and we're going to put in 1/3 cup of some chicken broth. And then at the same time, we're going to go ahead and put in the cream cheese. So here we go. Let me move this up a little closer so you can see it better. And here we go. We're going to put in our cream cheese. And then we're going to stir all this up and see how it does. We are still stirring, and we've stirred now until everything is melted. And we're going to take half of our cheese. We've got about a cup of cheese, and we're going to put about 1/2 of that here in our mixture. And then we're going to stir this up really good until that melts. And now, since everything is stirred up, everything is melted, now we're going to take our chicken thighs over here, and we're going to place those into our skillet. Now we have our chicken placed in our skillet. Oh my, y'all, I just got to stop a second and tell you, as I'm turning this down, I got to put this down on low. I just have to tell you that, oh my gosh. Actually, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, because that chicken is not completely cooked. I want it to cook really well, and then I'll turn it down. But y'all, this smells so good, and I tasted this sauce. Oh my, it is wonderful. So we're going to sit there, let this go like this for a few minutes. Okay, we still have it on low, and it is bubbling a little bit, but it's on low. And now I'm going to take this shredded cheese, and I'm going to put this all over the top. I'm going to sprinkle this all over the top of this chicken. And then I think what I want to do as this is finishing up is, because I'm going to turn this down on simmer and let this simmer for a while once it gets fully cooked, I think I'm going to take some sliced little jalapenos and put in here, because I think some slices would look really pretty. Oh, look at that. I took some jalapenos and I just sliced them up. Now, yes, this is going to make this a little spicier, but I just sliced them up and laid them on here. Oh my gosh, y'all, that looks so pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this simmer for probably about, I'm going to probably maybe 7 or 8 minutes, and then I'm going to check on it. Y'all, look at this. Oh my goodness. I think we are just about done. Y'all, this is looking fantastic and it absolutely smells wonderful. Now be sure and check out that next video that's popping up, and I will see you over there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.